Now when the 6th house lord in the Navamsa in the D9 goes into its own house, or it's placed in its own house, in the D9 chart, 6th house lord is placed in the 6th house. This is a slightly stronger placement, because in your Navamsa there are more probabilities that when a placement or a certain association happens, then it shows its results very stronger. So here, if the 6th house goes into any house, the results will be coming very strong, the probability is much higher. So when the 6th house lord goes into his own house, here it gives a lot of strength to the house, because it's most comfortable. A house lord is most comfortable in its own house. In fact, it is more comfortable than an exalted position. In an exalted position, it is stronger, but it may not be the most comfortable. It is like when you're home, you can be in your pajamas, you may be all okay. If you're wearing a suit, you may feel more powerful, but you're not at the most comfortable situation. You understand what I mean? Being in your pajamas, in shorts at home, no care, you can sit anywhere you want, whatever you want to do. In a suit, you sit in a certain way, you carry yourself in a certain way, you feel more important, you feel more maybe powerful and maybe influential also. But being at home in your casuals, in your pajamas is a different thing. So here, most comfortable placement, but what it does is it gives you a lot of strength to overcome all challenges. It helps you to be able to overcome competition and sicknesses. It helps you to be able to get more loans or get into debts, but also get out of debts. But you need to plan over a period of time. So if you are disciplined, if you're hardworking, you plan yourself, okay, I've taken these loans, this is how I'm going to pay them out. You have a staggered plan in the next 4 years, 5 years, and the sooner you pay off your loans, your debt, the better. This is also a placement of overcoming court cases, court notices, and many times, 9 times out of 10, you win those court cases if the 6th house lord is placed well and there are any negative associations or malefic forces connected to the 6th house or aspecting it in the Navamsa. So overall, a decent placement. The flip side to it is, while you may not attract so much sickness, sometimes your spouse or your better half may have some chronic ailment. It may not be very serious unless the placements are very, very serious. However, there may be some niggling thing which always is troubling your better half, your partner. So as long as you keep the discipline and you involve your partner, say for example, you're walking, you're doing the treadmill, you go swimming, whatever activity you do, involve your partner also in that, because your luck also seems to be able to help your partner overcome those challenges, those issues. This is a better placement to gain from taking loans and investing over a long period of time, but with less interest also. And this helps if you are doing that investment along with your partner rather than alone. So overall, still a decent placement of being able to overcome debts, loans, court cases, still have strong results with your partner. Health is good, you gain in your service, you gain over competition as long as you have a service mindset, if you have a helping mindset, and your strongest relationship is with your partner or with your teammates.